Right now, live at 5, a surprising shakeup within the Minnesota Senate. Why two longtime DFL senators from the Iron Range are forming an independent Senate caucus. Plus, more restrictions coming, what we're expecting from Governor Walz during his press conference tonight. And in Washington, President-elect Joe Biden is expected to hold a virtual town hall with frontline healthcare workers, focusing on how to combat the coronavirus pandemic.
As COVID-19 continues and the holiday months approach, local food banks are asking you for help.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from the deck in Duluth. We are learning of a major shakeup that could have a lasting impact on the state legislature. But first, Governor Walz is expected to announce new restrictions in relation to the pandemic later tonight. Good evening. I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. Minnesota's governor is expected to announce new restrictions to slow the spread of the coronavirus. Governor Tim Walz will address the state at 6 o'clock. He's expected to shut down indoor dining at bars and restaurants, close gyms and fitness centers, and put organized indoor youth sports on hold for 4 weeks. Walz says the state is trying to ease the strain on hospitals. You can see the governor speak right here on CBS3 during our 6 o'clock newscast. Two longtime Minnesota DFL senators from the Iron Range are breaking away from their party. Today, Senators Tom Bach and David Tomassoni announced they are forming an independent caucus. CBS3's John Cardinelli had the opportunity to speak with both Bach and Tomassoni. John, what does all this mean?
Senator Tomassoni and Senator Bach said they're both extremely tired of the partisanship within the Minnesota State Senate. They hope that this move will allow them to be more a part of the decision-making process with the majority caucus, the Republicans. They added forming the new caucus is just a progression of aligning more with the moderates rather than the far right or left. Bach and Tomassoni say they believe the people in their districts and the state of Minnesota are tired of the infighting within government. They say they want to be able to make decisions that align with the values of northern Minnesotans. Bach says the DFL party has not been aligning with some of those ideals, such as mining. He wants the move to signify that he represents issues that matter to all.
We're not becoming Republicans. We've been very clear with Senator Gazelka about that. We want to be independent. We will cast votes that Democrats, I think, don't like. We'll cast votes that Republicans don't like. But based on our experience, we're going to try to do what's best for the state and for our districts.
Bach and Tomassoni added they do not plan on making a shift or identifying with the independent party. When asked if members of the GOP or DFL caucus plan on joining them, they said it's really too early to tell. And you'll remember last week, David Tomassoni was elected Senate president, and that was a historic decision. It was the first time in Minnesota state history that someone from the minority party was elected into that position. And coming up later tonight at 10, we hear from a member of the DFL and her thoughts on the formation of this new caucus.
All right, thanks, John. And as we try to make sense of what this move could mean for the Minnesota legislature, we're turning to our political expert and former Minnesota legislator, Tony Surdich. Tony, thank you for joining us tonight. And Tony, you served in the legislature and worked alongside Senators Bach and Tomassoni for years, so I want your thoughts on this. But first, let's get kind of back to the basics. What exactly does forming this independent caucus mean, and what type of impact could that have?
Sure. So when legislators go to the Capitol, they form around issues or political parties. And so normally you have a Republican caucus and a DFL caucus, and they get together from time to time to plan strategies and figure out what they want to do moving forward. And so now Senator Tomassoni and Senator Bach are not going to be caucusing or meeting with the Republicans and nor the Democrats. And so they'll be going off on their own. And what that really means is the legislature is really, there's a slim margin there, 34 Republicans, and then there's 33 Democrats. And so on any given day, if a Republican is not there because they're sick or traffic or weather, you name it, they can make progress. And so this really provides leverage for Senators Bach and Tomassoni on issues they care about.
As I mentioned, Tony, you worked with both senators for years. When you heard this news, did it come as a surprise to you?
Not necessarily. I know that both of them have been around for quite a while, and if they were to be caucusing and wholly with the Democrats, they would be in the minority. Now it sounds like they're going to potentially be chairs of committees, which brings with that some more leverage and power and the ability to shape public policy for their region and for their districts. And so they've always been known as people who work across the aisle and try to and have voted with Republicans sometimes and Democrats other times. So not as big a surprise to me.
And Tony, you joined us on election night, so you know very well this comes on the heels of some very tight races in the most recent election. That includes the races for both Bach and Tomassoni's seats. We heard both senators say this does not mean they're becoming independents or even leaving the Democratic Party. But what type of impact do you think this will have on the DFL? Does it signal a bigger party divide than we've seen before?
Well, potentially, and I could see some folks in the Democratic Party or voters being upset with this move. But at the end of the day, it's really internal to the workings of the Senate and gives them that opportunity, as I said before, to have a larger influence. And so really when it's just a one vote difference in the Senate, any group of legislators, be they 2 or 3 who get together, are going to have a bigger impact. And Bach and Tomassoni really formalized that today and got out of the gates before anybody else did.
And many DFLers on the range have the same viewpoints when it comes to mining industry, those sort of traditional DFL values. Could this become a domino effect with other Iron Range DFL lawmakers?
You know, I don't think so. And really on those issues, they vote the way they vote, and Bach and Tomassoni wouldn't be voting any different now that they're caucusing different. Really, this just gives them that leverage and ability to chair committees and play a bigger role than being in the minority.
Well, Tony, certainly no shortage of excitement this political season, especially from our home areas. Thank you for your insight on this tonight. Always happy to have a fellow Chisholm Blue Streak on with us.
Thanks, Kristen.
Moving to national news now, President-elect Joe Biden spoke with frontline healthcare workers today as he continues to focus on the coronavirus pandemic. Meanwhile, President Trump is at the White House with no public events as he continues to fight the election results. Michael George is in Wilmington, Delaware with the latest.
Come over here.
President-elect Joe Biden held a virtual roundtable with healthcare workers as he continues to craft a pandemic response plan without the cooperation of the Trump administration.
There's a whole lot of things that we just don't have available to us, which unless it's made available soon, we're going to be behind.
In Wisconsin, where Biden won by more than 20,000 votes, the Trump campaign has wired $3 million to fund a partial recount in the state's 2 largest counties. Both counties lean heavily Democratic. On Twitter, President Trump attacked Georgia's recount as a joke. But Georgia state officials say they found only minor discrepancies, with the audit on pace to finish by Wednesday's deadline. Meanwhile, President Trump's former acting chief of staff sounded off on the Fox Business Network, one day after the president's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, contradicted himself before a federal judge in a Pennsylvania case.
I still am a little concerned about the use of Rudy Giuliani. They're not using the most well-noted election lawyers.
President Trump fired his top election official, Chris Krebs, after Krebs pushed back against claims of widespread voter fraud. A Biden team spokesman says Krebs was fired for telling the truth. Several congressional Republicans praised Krebs while also supporting the president's right to fire him.
He's always seemed very capable and knowledgeable to me. Having said that, any president, is entitled to surround himself with advisors of his choice.
Krebs served as DHS Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency Director. He told CBS News in a phone call that he expected to be fired and he has no regrets.
On Capitol Hill, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi retained her gavel after House Democrats held leadership elections. The speaker said she looks forward to working with President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. Well, Dave's here for a quick look at the weather. Dave, I feel like a broken record here. Kind of chilly out there, but not as bad as what we've seen.
No, not as bad because that warm front did come across last night and a lot of towns perked up temperature-wise. but there were a few holdouts for part of the area. So on the chilly side this morning, Ely in the single digits, Silver Bay as well, and Ironwood too. But in Kristen's neck of the woods, it warmed up to 17 above, and 23 is what we had in the Twin Ports. 26 above was the morning low temp in Hayward. And again, that's because of a warm front that's coming through the area, bringing mild conditions. A lot of towns cracked 40 today, and maybe even 50 is doable for some places tomorrow before that cold front to the west chills us down as early as Friday and kicks up a slight flurry chance. Day planner for Thursday says it'll probably be on the cloudier side just like today. Start the day around 32, so even warmer tomorrow. And then the Twin Ports will hit 45 tomorrow afternoon down towards Hayward. I think 50 could be achieved. But again, this is a short-lived warm spell. We'll talk about the cool down coming in more detail in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas here in Duluth. Plus, keep your eyes out. Cougar sightings are on the rise. City by City is up next. And make sure to join us tonight at 6 as we go live with Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as he lays out new restrictions and closures for the state.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3. CBS3 News is brought to you by Steel Power Tools.
Searching for the right health insurance plan is like, well, searching for a needle in a haystack. You don't even know where to begin. What?
Oh, here's another.
No.
Slightly lower deductible, and you can stay in your network. Plus, you qualify for financial help.
Okay, then.
At MNsure, you can compare plans, qualify for financial help, even get free assistance virtually or over the phone. When it comes to health insurance, be sure with MNsure.org.
Here at locally owned Adolphson Real Estate, we are ready to help you find the home of your dreams with no extra fees. Take a look at this wonderful home that is in town with a semi-private backyard and a fire pit. Please call our Cloquet office for more details. Call us today to schedule a tour at Adolphson Real Estate.
It's Chevy Truck Month. It's Deck Building Month. It's Toy Hauling Month. It's Explore New Ground Month. It's the month to get things done. Make it your own and make every month Chevy Truck Month.
Get a total value of $5,500 on this 2020 Silverado Crew Cab pickup. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
What do you get when you add care from Essentia Health and coverage from UCare? EssentiaCare, now available for a more affordable price. EssentiaCare's Medicare Advantage plans have premiums that start at $0 per month in select counties. You'll be able to see your Essentia Health provider at our 15 hospitals and 71 clinics. Plus, EssentiaCare plans allow you the freedom to see any provider who accepts Medicare. Compare and shop plans at ucare.org/EssentiaCare.
Coming up Thursday on CBS3 this morning, we're recapping Governor Tim Walz's new guidelines and restrictions to help mitigate the COVID-19 pandemic in Minnesota.
And the above-average trend continues for Thursday with temperatures in the mid-40s.
So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look at a snowy Spirit Mountain. Dave will have your full forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's head around the region. A big step forward for tribal anglers in Red Cliff. Plus, it's starting to look a lot like Christmas here in Duluth. Let's take a look around the Northland, city by city. Starting off right here in Duluth, where it's about to look a lot like Christmas. COVID-19 has put a significant damper on many holiday traditions. However, the 6th annual Christmas Lighting Challenge will still go on. And there is still time to register your home or business for the Lighting Challenge. And get this, registration is free. Voting begins on November 21st. Now heading to Grand Rapids, where the Minnesota DNR says cougar sightings are on the rise, but that may not be a cause for alarm. Cougar sightings in our region are extremely rare. Since 2004, the DNR has recorded only 50. The DNR also says it is difficult to get a clear picture based on sightings alone, as they are not currently tracking the cougar population in the state. The agency says a single cougar in Grand Rapids may be accounting for half of the most recent sightings. And finally, we'll finish off in Red Cliff, where tribal fish traders have officially opened their first storefront. Tribal members have been selling their catch to wholesale traders for years. But now, thanks to their new processing facility and storefront, the Red Cliff Band will be able to cut out the middleman and sell directly to market. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, how looming lockdowns have food shelves on edge.
Here's a live look at downtown or uptown Virginia, however you want to put it. Downtown, I suppose, would be Chestnut Street, and uptown is now near the old Thunderbird Mall. Looks like a little bit of light snow has tried to come across in the past couple of days. I'll talk about when our next light snow chance could come across our bows, coming up after a few more minutes.
Season 2 is here, y'all. And yes, I am in an eye patch. How much more, Kelly, can it
get? The Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join. I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture. It helped me get my job, helped me pay for my house. Being part-time really helped because I could have some opportunities that were still in education.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
This holiday, for the person who means everything to you, give the gift that lasts forever. ForeverMark. A diamond is forever.
Available at Security Jewelers.
Okay, Mr. Medicare figure-outer. One last question. What's the cost?
For many, Part A is free. Cost goes up the more parts you add. But UCare has Medicare Advantage plans that come with everything you need.
Sounds good. And so does your bike. Now.
Yeah, thanks to you, she's purring like a kitten on a bed of yarn.
Well, that's a new one.
Yeah, I just made it up. You can steal it for your bike shop.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt this morning.
And the below-average trend
Thanks so much for joining us. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS3.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, right here.
Weekdays at 3 on CBS3. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, this morning a warm front started to approach our area and it started to cloud up the sky, and Hayes Scriven at Split Rock Lighthouse had his camera ready. What a gorgeous picture. Sunrise over Split Rock, lit up naturally in the sky. A little mixture of blue, a little mixture of red and orange as the clouds split the difference. Well, as the day went on, of course, the clouds got thicker. They're on the thicker side now, and that in conjunction with that warm front will give us a pretty mild night tonight. Low temps will be around 30 degrees above zero, and tomorrow, especially into central Wisconsin, we could be seeing 50 degrees. But it'll be a short-lived warm-up. Already by Friday, the cold front portion of the low comes to call, and temperatures will go back to normal. Will that trigger any snow? I'll let you know with our 7-day forecast coming up in just a little bit. But right now, of course, we've got the current conditions from the airport. It's 40 degrees. Relative humidity, 63%, with a south wind going 11 miles per hour. Air pressure, yeah, it's coming down a little bit, 29.78 inches of mercury, because, of course, this warm front's attached to a low-pressure system that will try to bring us some snow showers Friday morning. And in a few more minutes, yeah, I'll talk about the odds of its payoff, which I'll give you a hint, aren't that great. Current temp in Watersmeet, 39, 41, Ironwood, 44, Ashland and Hayward, and 40 degrees in Superior, upper 30s towards Moose Lake, and low to upper 30s for much of the North Shore, 40 right by the lake in Grand Marais. We have 30s on the Iron Ranges. We also have 30s near border country, and 30s is where we'll settle by tomorrow morning for our low temperatures. So this morning we still had some holds out in the single digits in the Arrowhead here. I think we're all going to be on the milder side as this mini warm spell continues for one more night and one more day. And with that warm front coming into the region, yeah, we saw the clouds increase all across the border here from the UP into northern Minnesota. Didn't do much in the way of precip here, and probably won't do much either. The next chance for this low to bring us any precip action, like I mentioned, is going to be early Friday morning, and it's really only a 30% shot. So for Thursday, the warm front makes it mild once again. High temps could go 45 to even 50 degrees. But getting into Friday, the low pressure system does get a little bit closer, and from about late evening Thursday into very early on Friday morning, we have a 20 to 30% chance for flurries. And then once that departs by Saturday, it'll be back towards the sunny side and towards the normal side for temperatures, mid-30s. That's what we're going to get. So this warm spell is only a 2-day deal. Tonight, here's the deal. For Minnesota, your low temps run 28 to 36, mostly cloudy sky. Wisconsin and Michigan, mostly cloudy sky there as well, with lows from 33 to 36. And for tomorrow, daytime highs in Wisconsin and Michigan, I think will go 48 to 50 degrees. And again, it'll be partly sunny to mostly cloudy. In Minnesota, similar sky conditions with a range of high temps that could be as cool as 39 near International Falls and as warm as 46 right by Park Point, maybe down to 47 down around Moose Lake. And now eyeing up this extended forecast here, 45 on Thursday gives way back to 35 on Friday, 30% chance for the flurries in the morning, partly sunny in the afternoon, then pretty decent on Saturday with sunshine. Another chance of flurries, though, Kristen could be with us on Sunday, and another chance for what looks like right now light snow. It'll be here on Tuesday. We'll keep an eye on that system in case it decides to blossom into something bigger.
Sounds like something for everyone over the next 7 days. A little
Boy,
sunshine,
we try to do that.
A little snow. Yeah, you do your best.
A little warm, a little cool.
Yep, something for everyone. Thanks, Dave. New restrictions and closures expected to be announced in Minnesota tonight, and rising COVID-19 cases mean a growing need in the community. As CBS3's Emma Quinn explains, it's a combination food banks are watching closely, determining how they can help.
Since August, the Second Harvest Northern Lakes Food Bank has seen a 10% increase in people needing help putting food on the table, and that number is only expected to grow as we head into the winter months. Executive Director Shane Morris says the holiday months are always a busy time of year for the food bank. Since COVID CARES funding ran out and stimulus checks aren't being distributed, the need has only grown more intense. Northern Lakes are asking people to consider taking time to volunteer or donate to help the families in need, as new restrictions are expected to come from Minnesota Governor Tim Walz.
We really need volunteers. It's a third of our workforce, so if people are healthy, can commit to a regular shift, so we're exposing just a small amount of people to one another and to our facility, it's safe to volunteer here. We definitely need that during the holidays.
They've been limiting the number of volunteers they allow in the building to allow for proper social distancing. Per Minnesota mandates, everyone is required to wear a mask. The Northern Lakes Food Bank serves roughly 1,600 people throughout 8 counties in northeastern Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin.
For more information on how to volunteer or donate, you can head to our website. Still to come, Michigan certifies its election results. What the tallies show after the break.
Truck toppers, lids, liners, and accessories. Northwest Outlet is your truck topper headquarters of the Northland. Northwest Outlet has a large variety of ARE toppers for all makes and models of trucks, foreign or domestic, in all kinds of custom colors and styles and free installation. ARE's smooth, sculptured profiles and tight fit make it hard to see where the cab ends and the topper begins. Beautiful and rugged ARE has the highest quality construction for strength and durability. Northwest Outlet, 1814 Belknap Superior, the store that saves you more.
DBS, your all things basement-y company. Does your home have uneven or sloping floors? How about cracked drywall, stair-stepping cracks, or bowed basement walls? You may have a problem with your foundation. Call the specialists at DBS. They thoroughly inspect your property and provide a permanent solution to your foundation problem. We offer a fully transferable warranty, unmatched in our area. Contact DBS, your all things basement-y company, for a free, no-obligation estimate. Call or visit us online. DBS, helping your family have a healthy, safe, and comfortable home.
Because adventure still needs chasing. We gave the newly redesigned 2021 Subaru Crosstrek a more powerful engine. Plus, standard symmetrical all-wheel drive. And Subaru is the most trusted brand for 6 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book. Love, it's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Lease a new 2021 Subaru Crosstrek for only $199 a month. Visit Miller Hill Subaru today at 4710 Miller Truck Highway, online at millerhill.com.
Coming up tonight, food banks need your help as Governor Walz is expected to make new restrictions throughout the state.
Temperatures went up as planned today. I'll talk about if they'll stay that way tomorrow.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3.
The historic gateway to Duluth, the St. Louis County Depot, is now the heart and soul of arts, culture, and history in our region. And now more than ever, we need the joy found through the arts, the graceful beauty of dance, drama, and excitement, the works of artists and artisans, our long and proud history preserved, and music to inspire. The Depot United campaign raises funds for all the organizations at the Depot. We need your support now more than ever. Donate through the mail or go online. Arts, culture, and history need you.
Always ready, always there. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
The college campus is so big, I'll never make it from one class to another.
I'd say run across campus, but I know how you feel about sweating.
It's the urine of the skin. Will you teach me to ride a bike? You're gonna pedal. I'm gonna run behind and hold you out. I'm doing it! I need Mom to sing Soft Kitty. Look at Stephen Hawking over there. He's in a wheelchair. You don't hear him whining about it with his robot voice.
A new Young Sheldon, Thursday at 8/7 Central on CBS.
Live, local, CBS3.
In Michigan, a bipartisan panel has now unanimously certified the presidential results in the state's largest county. 4 canvassers from Wayne County, which is home to Detroit, were deadlocked along partisan lines during the critical vote yesterday. The 2 Democrats on the panel voted to certify the results. The 2 Republicans voted against it, saying the poll books weren't complete and accurate. Hours later, the panel changed course, certifying the results. President-elect Joe Biden won Michigan by more than 148,000 votes. The win was made possible by a strong showing in Wayne County. Meanwhile, a multi-million-dollar settlement has been reached in the Flint, Michigan water crisis. Tuesday, the state attorney general announced the class action suit was settled for $641 million. Flint was sued for switching its public water supply to the Flint River and allegedly not treating that water. The cost-cutting measures led to the area's drinking water being tainted with lead and other toxins. A judge still needs to review the agreement and approve it. Residents can then begin to register their claims for their part of the settlement.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, the dramatic reversal as New York City abruptly shuts down its schools, why the nation's largest school district is telling kids to stay home while allowing restaurants and gyms to stay open. Plus the breaking news, the Army responds to our investigation into sexual assault in the U.S. military. We bring you part 3 as we speak to the survivors. And the election with no recounts. Remember the miracle panda born at the National Zoo? Now you can vote to choose his name. That's all tonight on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Cat Country 98.9.
One margarita, 2 margaritas.
Duluth and Superior's country station is Cat Country 98.9.
Hit the slopes this winter with alpine skis from Continental Ski and Bike. Come in and browse our massive selection of alpine skis, or let our highly skilled technicians tune up your current skis so you're all set for your next adventure.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
Hello, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. For the month of November, we are offering free upgrades to a premium wall system for all your bath and shower purchases. All of our products are backed by the Good Housekeeping seal of approval and come with a lifetime warranty. You can still get one of our great financing options for low monthly payments or 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments till 2022. This offer ends November 30th, so call us today or go online to book your appointment. Bath Planet. Out of this world service and down to earth price.
What do you get when you add care from Essentia Health and coverage from UCare? EssentiaCare, now available for a more affordable price. EssentiaCare's Medicare Advantage plans have premiums that start at $0 per month in select counties. You'll be able to see your Essentia Health provider at our 15 hospitals and 71 clinics. Plus, EssentiaCare plans allow you the freedom to see any provider who accepts Medicare. Compare and shop plans at ucare.org/EssentiaCare.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
They're live, they're local. Watch the CBS3 News with Kristen Baki and Anthony Matt tonight at 6, right after the CBS Evening News at 5:30.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Wednesday evening. Let's take a quick look at some of today's top stories, and we'll take a look at what's coming up tonight at 6. 2 longtime Minnesota DFL senators from the Iron Range are breaking away from the DFL caucus. Today, Senators Tom Bach and David Tomasoni announced they are forming an independent caucus. We'll have much more on this story coming up tonight at 10. And tonight at 6, Minnesota's governor is expected to announce new restrictions to slow the spread of COVID-19. Those restrictions would include the closure of bars, restaurants, and fitness centers across the state. Governor Tim Walz will address the state at 6 o'clock. You can watch the governor's address live right here on the CBS3 News at 6. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is up next. We'll see you right back here at 6.